People will get 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 15 updates behind. They have to be applied in a special way. An even bigger problem, don't supply those updates through the Windows Update process. It's not practical.
This does not sound easy.
Not doable, but it's still important to keep the computer safe from hackers.
What have you found to be the best solution for patch and update management? What is patch and update management and why is it important?
The reason it tells you that it needs to restart is to apply a patch or an update that can only be applied during the restart process. But there are a ton of other updates that Windows has. There are two really main categories of patches and updates, and it's difficult to tell you whether it's a patch or an update. We kind of lump them together and just say patch and updates quickly, or just updates because the updates include patches.
Yeah.
But if you go to Windows Update, then you can even turn on automatic updates, and you should, but that won't automatically restart your computer when it needs to apply those updates. And what we find all the time is that people will get 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 15 updates behind because they never restart their computer, even though automatic updates is turned on.
Maybe I have the bad habit of leaving my computer just in sleep all the time, and I never actually shut it down or restart it, but I restart it once a month. Is there any risk to that?
That's a pretty good strategy. So regular restarting, rebooting schedules really help with making sure that your computer is updated. And it also kind of resets Windows. You know, back in the Windows 7 days and before that, you had to restart your computer typically once a day if you wanted it to operate correctly.
Yeah.
But these days you can go, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks sometimes without your computer acting strangely before it needs to restart. But they still have to be restarted on a regular basis, just less frequently.
How does this help me in the work that I do for my church?
I said there were two main categories of patch and update management.
Mm-hmm.
The one is from Microsoft, but that is not all the updates that most computers need. So you'll have all kinds of firmware updates and driver updates for the computer itself. So it might be the hard drive on the computer, it might be the driver for the network card. All of those require software. And it's not a piece of software in the traditional sense, but it's a firmware update typically, and they have to be applied in a special way. A lot of those updates, some of those updates, I won't even say a lot, some of those updates come through the Windows Update process. And that's great. But it's up to the PC manufacturer as to they provide those updates. Dell is famous for providing Dell Command Update, or just Update Manager. It's called different things on different models of their computers. And you have to go into it and run it separately from Windows Updates in order to get all of those updates. You can turn on automatic updates inside that, but most people don't even know about it.
I don't think I've ever heard of the Dell Update Manager.
Yeah, so it's not common that people keep their computer up to date in that respect.
Yeah.
And
it's common that most people, or that many people, don't keep their computer up to date.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So an even bigger problem is all those PC manufacturers out there that either don't supply those updates through the Windows Update process,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't provide software that automatically detects what's on the computer and pull the updates down from their website. So now you've got a computer that has all these components that need to be updated, and yet the only way to get updates for the components is to find out what the components are, go to either the PC manufacturer, the motherboard manufacturer, the component manufacturer's website, and somehow figure out how to match up the model and revision of that piece of hardware. It's not practical.
Yeah, I was going to say, this does not sound like a easy or fun process.
It is not practical. It's just not doable.
Yeah.
But it's still important
Yeah.
in order to keep the computer safe from hackers.
Gotcha. So, what have you found to be one of the best solutions for patch and update management?
Well, turn on automatic updates anywhere you can. Check to see if your computer has software that was provided by the manufacturer to update the software. Run it regularly, turn on automatic updates there. If you can't do that, then doing it on your own is practically impossible. Just hope that nothing breaks, that nothing is breached by a hacker, or a bot or anything like that. There are ways to do it, and we provide those ways at System Shepherd as part of our core package.
Yeah.
But it's not really available to people who don't have that technology.
Gotcha. So how does patch and update management help me in the work that I do for my church?
Again, it's another layer of defense against all the bad things that are out there. So it keeps your computer protected, your data protected, and therefore your member information protected, and it keeps you from being distracted, and keeping you on mission is what's important. That's what our mission is to keep you on your mission.